Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode here on the MIgardener channel. I am so excited because you are probably wondering, where on earth are you? And what the heck is behind you? And that's why I'm so excited, because this is the future headquarters of MIgardener. MIgardener is going to be growing big, growing fast, and we want to always bring you along for this kind of stuff, because it's because of you that we're growing. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to show you half of the seeds. We brought over half of the seeds to our new place. This is something that has been growing from a tiny cardboard box. We started MIgardener with about $5 to our name. We started with cardboard boxes to store the 10 or so varieties that we were able to save from our garden. And because of your support, it has grown into this. It has kept me from having to work a 9-to-5 job. It was a decision that I made, knowing full well that I would never, maybe someday, become wealthy enough to retire, enjoy what's considered the good life, and maybe someday get to that point. But it's never my goal. It's never my goal to reach the good life. Because what I wanted to make this episode about is alluding to some comments on a picture that I posted on social media about our new place and how proud I was of it. And I got the question quite a few different ways. And one of them was, wow, your parents must have really given you quite a bit of money to be able to afford such a nice place. And let me first start out by saying my parents have given me no money. This is all stuff that I myself have worked for. The second way it was worded was, man, if you're making so much money, why don't you consider giving more back or charging less for your seed? And let me put it this way. Business is not a charity. If a business was a charity, it wouldn't be around for very long. And there are a lot of charities out there that operate as businesses. And that's unfortunate, because if it's a charity, it should be out of the kindness of their heart to give with their time and their resources 100%. But I know so many, in fact, you'd be surprised, about 90% of the nonprofits that are out there are misguiding people under the name nonprofit. Because a lot of them have administrative costs. And if you look into what administrative costs is, it's basically money that you donate that goes right into their pocket. And then about anywhere between 10 and 60%. Some, I will say some, because again, 90% is not 100%. 90% pocket between 50 and 60% of the money that you donate to that nonprofit. So that's what I want to talk about. I wanted to mention that because a business is not a nonprofit, and its goal is to make money. But on that fact, I get a lot of people critiquing what I do and the money that I take. And I wanted to make a note because I think it's important that I do this for you. A lot of times people, they want to say, you're doing this for yourself. You're enriching yourself. But I really think that it's valuable to point out that if I was doing this for myself, I would not be around very long in business, because I'd be taking more money for myself than I could grow my business. The only way a business can grow and thrive and prosper is if it does it for other people. And the reward for doing it selflessly for other people is that you get a little bit more money every single time you grow. And that is how you can grow a business and grow your livelihood and your nest egg. And I think that it's important to point that out, because I don't think that, to be perfectly honest, I don't think that enough people realize that even the largest companies in the world that are seen as greedy conglomerates that just want to take, they all start with a mission that is to do something for somebody else. And as soon as they stop doing something for somebody else, that's when they begin to decline. That's when greed takes over. Greed will ruin a business and will ruin the reputation of that business. And so the way we've been able to grow, the way we've been able to prosper, and we're not millionaires, but I wouldn't be ashamed if I became one through this process. And I think that is the biggest reason why people don't voice their business's success, is because people think that people are afraid to voice that, because people are afraid that they're going to have the negative repercussions that I have. And if I become a millionaire through this process, it's because I have donated so much of my time, sweat, and labor, and constantly given back to the business and to the employees that help the business grow, that help more people. Okay, and that's what I really want to make this episode about, because I don't make a business out of just taking money. I make a business out of selling seeds, because when I first started this business out of a cardboard box from my home, still at my home, but from my parents' home nonetheless, I made it a mission that I saw a need, and my mission was to fulfill that need. It was to help people grow more food at home in a most inexpensive way possible. And so I could charge $2.50 for my seed. I could charge $5 for my seed. I could charge whatever I wanted. But at the end of the day, a business is only as successful as you are willing to trust it. You're willing to trust that they are doing the right thing. You're willing to trust in the products that they are producing, and you're willing to trust it with your dollars. And also you're willing to trust it by using their products and talking about their products. And I think that what we have done is exactly that. We are never trying to be something that we're not. There's an old phrase saying, fake it till you make it. And I really want to stress that there is absolutely no weight to that saying. Because if you fake it until you make it, what is that going to do for your credibility when you quote unquote make it? What is that going to do for the people that have trusted you? What is that going to do for your reputation? Not only for your personal reputation, but your business reputation. It does nothing to fake it until you make it. The only way that you can make it is by beginning at a humble beginning and continuously working harder and harder at the one mission that you wanted. Now, a lot of people will want to say, well, yeah, but if everyone's doing their own thing, then how do you get employees? And that is important. That's important. Because any of the employees that I bring on, I ask them, what do you want to do? What do you like to do? And I give them a platform of inspiration, because I think the modern day employment system is to churn employees with the idea that they will work for you for life. I never have wanted a lifetime employee. Never. If I was to bring an employee on, I want to make my business, my employment of them, a platform in which they can financially sustain their lifestyle, but begin to understand that they can use the skills they learn here and take it somewhere else for better and better and better. And they might always be an employee. They might always be an employee for life. You might be an employee for life of someone else. Not everyone has the guts to become an entrepreneur like I have, because there's a lot of hardships. There are a lot of times where you have to sacrifice family time and sacrifice things that other people are doing. And those sacrifices are seen in rewards later on. And I think that even though someone is a lifetime employee for someone else, the goal of employment should never be to stagnate, to be just on the same level. You should always be trying to do something more. And the only way you can do something more is by doing something for somebody else. Because if you only do your job for yourself, you'll never have enough care to move up in the workplace. And so the same thing that makes an entrepreneur successful is the same thing that makes a business successful, and the same thing that will make an employee successful. And I think that is where we need to start looking, because success should not be seen as a bad thing. It should be seen as a good thing. Anyone that I've known has been saying, Great job, Luke. I'm proud of you. I'm excited for where you're going because they see the people that I'm impacting. They see that the mission has never deviated, and they see the fact that I'm growing my nest egg as I grow my impact on the world. And I think that is where I want to end. So hopefully you all have a great day. And remember, grow big or go home.